good evening. Today is Tuesday, January 23rd, and we have 3 birthdays today. Today is Dwayne Childers, Childers. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dwayne. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Eileen O'Leary's birthday, so Eileen, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Eileen. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Also, Debbie Weber. Debbie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Debbie. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope all 3 of you have a great, great birthday. As you can see, it's nighttime. I've already closed my blinds. Jim and I had to leave this morning. We were kind of thinking we weren't going to go out today because we were supposed to get ice storms during the night. This morning, it was really bad in the morning. We didn't have to leave till 11:15, so it wasn't too bad when we left. The subdivision was a little slick, but once we got onto the main roads, they were salted pretty good, so we had no problems. And we got to his appointment. He had a 12 o'clock appointment. We got there at 11:45. They put us in the room at 11:50, and the doctor came in at 1:05. I was beginning to think that, you know what, at about 1 o'clock, I turned my phone on, my music on my phone, and I didn't care what kind of music I picked. So I was listening to the Rocky Horror. I was listening to the Cabaret with Joel Grey. I was listening to that. I was listening to The Weeknd. I didn't care. I was listening to Heavy D. I didn't care, and I didn't keep it low or anything. And she finally came in at 5 after, and she said, well, I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. No, just an hour and 15 minutes. No, that wasn't too long, was it? Oh, I was so annoyed. But, But Jim got a good checkup. She checked everything. She liked what she was seeing. He did really well with the cardiac rehab that his blood pressure stayed within. She was excited to hear that he was going to the gym yesterday. She talked a little bit about our Alaskan cruise because she's went on an Alaskan cruise at one point. And she was saying how much she enjoyed it. Pointing out that they do have a good gym on the cruise. She says a lot of people don't realize that they have the facilities, and it's really nice, and you should go out and check it out sometime during the day when you're on the ship, which is my plan right now. Hopefully it'll still be my plan in May, but I think by then, because Jim and I are going to go back to the gym tomorrow. We've already decided that, so we are going to go to the gym. And I told you I met a friend, so I'm going to see her. And when I say see her, we know what I mean. I'm going to see her. Hopefully not. That was enough to see at one time. But I'm really looking forward to getting back into a routine of that. It was nice getting out of the house. By the time we got home, it was like 2:30, I think. Something like, because his doctor's not close. But we really like her. So we got home about 2:30, and I had a breakfast of... well, it was a brunch at this time at 2:30 in the afternoon, let's be honest. But I had some cauliflower and some broccoli and some celery and some cucumbers and some tomatoes and some raspberries. I had half of an avocado. I had an egg. And then I had some dip. It was very filling. And then it was very filling. It really was. And then probably about 5 o'clock, I had a pretzel rod. And then we ate dinner at about 6:15. And we just had leftovers from yesterday. We had hot roast beef sandwiches. But I used my Aunt Millie's bread with 2 slices or 3 points. So I had that with the meat, and just a tiny bit of gravy because I'm not a big gravy eater, but just enough to kind of get, because I heated the meat up in the gravy. And then we had leftover mashed potatoes from yesterday, and we had leftover mushrooms and carrots. So I had that too. And I had a glass of iced tea. And I'm very proud of the fact that I did do that, because right around after I had my pretzel rod, it kind of stirred an awakening, because sometimes when I eat something salty, then I want to have something sweet. And I still have Godiva chocolate left. I didn't eat it all. But I'm on a mission to at least go a week without sugar, added sugars. And today is my 6th day without sugar, and so I thought, I don't want to ruin that. I just don't. But I just didn't want to cook. And it's just reheating. It wasn't like cooking. I mean, I already cooked it. It's just a matter of putting it in the microwave, and we heat the gravy and the meat up on the stove. But I thought, a pizza. A pizza sounds so good. But then I thought, once you have the pizza, then you're going to have the pop. And the pizza is loaded with sodium. And you're not going to just eat 2 slices because you know who you are. You're going to have 3 or 4. Let's be honest. And And you're going to have 2 cans of pop. And so, no, you have food in there, go reheat it up. And so I did, and I'm really glad I did because it filled me up and I'm full. And I don't think I need to worry about anything. I'm going to finish drinking my water. I've already drank it's 50 ounces of water. But before I go to bed, I'll drink another 35. I get up during the night anyhow, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really affect me too much. I'm usually done drinking my water by 9:30. I don't go to bed till like 2. So pretty much most of the water has left me by that point. And then, what else? Oh, if you could include in your prayers, Valerie Reese's sister Karen, if you could include her in your prayers. And also, Doug gets his first chemo treatment tomorrow. Doug over at Jones Pointed Plate, Jones' husband. So he's getting his first chemo treatment. So if you could keep him in your prayers, in your morning prayers, that would be very beneficial, I think. It's just, prayers can't hurt. They just can't. So then I got home and I caught up on my YouTube videos. And I watched The View because I taped The View. I like The View. And then that's it. Tonight Jim and I watched The Floor with Rob Lowe. I kind of like it, but I don't understand it. I understand it, but I don't understand it. What I'm saying is, I don't know if anybody watches the show, is like if I challenge you and I win, I can keep my category that I'm like an expert in. But if you beat me because I challenged you, no, if you lose to me, how did that work? See, that's how I'm very confused. If you're challenged and you win, you get to keep your topic. But if you're challenged and you lose, then the person that challenged you loses their topic and has to take over your topic. That's how it works. I don't know. Jim and I do pretty good with the topics. Some of them are really off the wall. Their expertise and things. And sometimes I don't think they really. I think the producer said, "Well, we have an opening slot if bugs is your category." Oh yeah, bugs are my category, and then you're going to go home and study about bugs. But the ones that do, and even the ones that don't have expertise in that field, seem to know the answers. So, but we like that show. And then I think that's the only one we're going to watch tonight because Tuesdays we don't really watch a lot. Wednesdays we watch all of the Chicagos, and on Thursdays we watch all the Law and Orders. And then when CBS shows come back, we watch a few of those together, but not very many. And then we went to Christie's yesterday to find out about getting Hulu. I'm not too sure. It's going to take me out. I'm paid up for my AT&T until February 13th, I think it is. And the next payment for the Hulu is due February 19th, I think, something like that. So I paid for the Hulu for the month anyhow, no matter what. And I've already paid for the AT&T, so I really had a really high cable bill this month. But I'm having difficulty figuring it out. I'm too old. I'm not too old, but it takes me longer because I'm old. It takes me longer to understand. So Christy's going to come over tomorrow. She seems to think it's because my internet is so slow is the reason that we're having issues. So I'm thinking I'm going to probably switch over to Comcast, or Infinity, I think it's called. Xfinity. Because that's what Christy has. And she's got more megabytes, more bytes than we do have at AT&T. And I think it'll be about the same price. I was going to call today and I forgot. So I'm going to call tomorrow when we get home from the gym, because we're going to go to the gym. And then that's the only thing. And then on Thursdays, I'm going to go to my Weight Watcher meeting, and they have a foot doctor appointment for my toe, a big toe with the ingrown toenail. And then Friday, we're going to go to the gym again. And then I think I don't know what day the Lions play. I don't know if it's Saturday or Sunday. I think it's Sunday, but I think it's at 6 or 6:30. So I'll still be able to do my Zoom call at 4, and then that. It's Saturday, I'm going to Denise's house, and we're going to make our final travel arrangements for our cruise. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Denise is going to move all of the rest of her furniture tomorrow. The weather, you know what? I find that back in the day when I was growing up, when the meteorologists, which were just the TV weatherman that had like a little 3-minute slot at the very end of the newscast, and they really quickly told you what the weather was going to be, I think were more accurate than all of these people with all of their models and everything, because these weather people get so excited, like I think they get overly excited about what's going to happen with the weather, and then they're hoping, I really think, they're hoping for the worst case scenario so they get more airtime. And then they predict all of this stuff. Like, we were supposed to get like a half an inch of ice and then 2 to 3 inches of snow, which was then going to turn into rain. So when Jim and I left at 11:15, we had a little bit of ice, but nowhere near the ice. I mean, it was a pretty ice. You know, like when you see it on the trees and stuff like that. It's bad because it weighs the wires down and it breaks branches and all that. I understand all that, but it's pretty to look at. It's like, if there wasn't any damage, it would be nice. But so they predicted that, and then we went, and it was raining the whole time. When you looked at the weather app on my phone, it said that right now, you know, like when it tells you right now, it says right now snowing. And then it was raining, pouring rain, and there was not a snowflake in sight. So we never got the 2 to 4 inches like we were supposed to get, that they predicted we were going to get. I don't really care that we get it or not. And then before we left, I heard Jim out in the garage trying to start the snowblower. And I went out there and I go, what the hell are you doing? You are not doing the snow. And I says, and it's not even snow, it's ice. And he said, no, I'm trying to get it started. Well, we can't get it started. We just paid $165 to get that thing fixed. And it only run one time for Sophia to do it last week. And so we have to bring it back tomorrow. So he called David and asked David, because he can't lift it. And so David is working overtime today, so he couldn't do it. So he said that when he's done moving Denise tomorrow, he'll come by in the afternoon, and he'll help him move put the snowblower in there and bring it back to see what's going wrong with it. And then Mary's birthday's Thursday, but we're not doing it till next Thursday because she's got COVID. We weren't going to do it this week anyhow, so it kind of worked out in a way. And I guess that's it. Not much to talk about today. Like I said, everything, you know, like, it was hard. It really was hard turning down that pizza for dinner. It wasn't impossible, but it was hard. I'm going to be honest. It was, and then I thought, well, if I don't really want to get that, then I could get, well, first of all, I was thinking I'd get a Burger King because I've been seeing so many Burger King commercials with the Whoppers. Now, none of those commercials, like Taco Bell or whatever, they never have it never looks like that when you get it. But it looks pretty in the ad. So it's just enough to entice you. And I'm thinking, oh, I want a Burger King. I haven't had a Burger King in so long. And then when you're walking through, I thought, no, I don't really want a Burger King because I don't want Jim to go out and drive in the weather because it's raining right now. And it could still, because it's dark, it could turn into black ice. So I thought, well, if I order a pizza, they'll have it delivered. And then I thought, no, because what you'll do while you're waiting for the pizza is get into your Godiva chocolate. And you've gone 6 days without having any extra sugar other than what's natural sugar in foods. No. So I'm very proud of myself because I proved to myself that it is very hard, very, very hard, but not impossible. And I felt so bad for Terry Weeks because she was making these kitten socks and she had to pull it all out. And I'm very proud of her because she did not turn to food. So way to go, Terry. Way to go. So, okay, that's going to do it for now. So hopefully we'll see each other tomorrow. Talk to you then.